Hello, gorgeous ones, and welcome to your daily reading. I am so enjoying these. I am thinking to try and do them on Patreon because I do want to set that up and I like the feel of that. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it all the time, but I'm really enjoying it right now, and I hope you are. So thank you for being here. This is the last call for the Valentine's energy bath transformation session. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, different times across the world. When you book, click on the link below, and then you can put your time zone in and it will tell you which time it is for you, what time it is. It's very easy for you. All you need to do is sit back. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to watch. So it's a live reading, often a meditation, a channeled meditation, a meditation channeled in the moment. The last one was super powerful. Like, wow, I've like kind of never done anything like that before. And it's just, I don't know, it's a special time, and you get to see me and share with me, and yeah, you get to you get to kind of get to know my connection, I guess, and the cards more, and really tune into your highest path. And they're super fun. If you haven't booked it, get on it now. There's a few places left. Yeah, so that's that. When I was shuffling before I started recording, the Empress came out to say hello. Just thought I would mention that. But apart from that, let's just see what's going on. Yeah, I thought it was going to stay. Bottom of the deck, card of the day is the Nine of Pentacles. Yay! Because it's felt a little bit heavy this week. Heavy, but also kind of the opposite. So it's been like a springboard. It's heavier energy that kind of springs into a wonderful energy. But today, Saturday the 10th of February, we start off with the Nine of Pentacles. I was going to say the 10 of Pentacles then. The Nine of Pentacles, which is contentedness, wholeness, wealth, abundance, springtime, joy. That yellow is very powerful. We can talk about the solar plexus chakra. It's like a sense of self. It's the self, the core, being full and whole and rounded and abundant and contentedness. Why I love this card is this is a day of contentedness, of expansion, of ease, and everything you have is around you. I promise you, every single thing you need is in your experience. This is really what this card signifies, and I really enjoy that very, very much. Gonna pull another card. Gonna get the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, okay, so this is interesting. So I feel like this is about what happens, you know, next. We reach a place of wholeness. We reach a place of ease, understanding, wealth, abundance, wealth of everything, you know? That can be financial, emotional, spiritual, material. It's just a sense of, you know, there are grapes on this vine, it's full, it's ready to be plucked, the harvest is ripe. This is about receiving. The harvest is ripe, and it's there to be taken, eaten, made into wine. then what? But then there's a kind of sense of doubt and not knowing that is just the natural progression. So really I feel like this is like two sides of the same coin, and I was really thinking about this before I started recording, about how people about how our experience more rather is can be, you know, it's like it needs to change. It's that change is the only constant. If we were here all the time, all the time, without any contrast whatsoever, without any challenge, it would get boring. So it doesn't mean that we have to create catastrophic problems and drama and all that kind of stuff. But there's always a curiosity. And this is what this card's about. A curiosity about the world and even about the self. But I feel like it's a kind of positive thing. It's saying never attach to the self what you perceive in the outside world, because essentially it is illusory and it is always changing. And also what I feel like this card is saying, don't attach your identity to your emotions. The cups are emotion, represent emotion and love. And it can be so many different things. We can experience a whole spectrum of things. Some of them are scary, some of them are unknown, some of them are rich and full, some of them are victorious, some of them are a little bit difficult to climb, some of them are scary, some of them are people, you know, and there's this kind of cloud here, and it's like this experience of life, this kind of nebulous experience of life. And it's saying, don't seek to identify what you are from the world around you. You are something completely different. You don't need to identify with what seems to be. You are so much more. And it does seem related to this. So often we can feel whole. We can feel as though we are connected to the universe, connected to consciousness, connected to ourselves, connected to the highest expression of ourselves. But then when we look out into the world, we see all these things that don't seem to align. That it doesn't need to align. You just need to know who you are. This seems to be a continuation from yesterday's card, which was the Hermit. So this is about coming through that, questioning, going within. For some, that could be quite difficult and lonely, a sense of loneliness in that Hermit. But on the other side is this glory in understanding that we are whole, we are abundant, we are beautiful, and we are love. And then we look out into the world, though, we may not experience that is what's happening all around us. That doesn't matter. Keep yourself empty. And then allow this to keep arising from that empty space. And just observe the world around you and choose. Just explore it. Be curious. What's in this? What's in this? It doesn't matter. We are much more free to explore our feelings, our emotions, our perceptions, our perspectives, when we don't attach our identity to them. And so that is the message for the day. There's a sense of wholeness, sense of abundance, a sense of knowing that is born from coming out of that Hermit, going within. But the world is to be explored and your emotions are to be explored. We don't need to attach a self to those things. You are always whole. And so I look forward to this. This has given me a little bit of a heads up of what's going to happen in the webinar energy bath. So I'm pretty excited about that. Lots of exploration. We're going to be asking questions. We're going to be curious. If you have booked, please send me your question. Reply to the confirmation email with your question. I will not be taking questions during the webinar. I will list the questions already and we'll go through them. So please send me your question. As always though, it is intuitive. If I feel as though it's possible, and I feel as though I may open up the floor, I guess, to questions, but that isn't the current plan. So these are questions about the experience, questions about the experience that are pertinent to you. And they seem to be the same. The ones that I'm getting, they do seem to be the same. And this is what this card's about. It's about questioning and being free to question and explore without identifying with what we find. Very, very powerful way to live freely and to be who we are. Well done. You are beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, I'm really enjoying these. The links below, get on the webinar if you're interested to take part in that group reading for the group. It will be recorded, so if you can't make the time, you will receive the recording. If you feel drawn, please join me. I would love to have you there. Whether you've been before or not, each one is completely different, completely new. And yeah, I'm very, very excited now. Now I'm feeling the anticipation. So, yeah, the link's below. Check out the weekly if you haven't, the full masculine feminine reading. I love you very much. And I shall see you tomorrow.